Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the #2 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Now the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
I'd hate to squander this great field position, but here's 3rd and goal. They'll hand it off. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. It would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Harris. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Defense is coming after him. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
Gonna run it. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And in 1st down, they go right back to him. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. A pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards. Second down. 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
On the set.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Looking downfield, it's Harris. Quick throw, catch made. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice positive game, but let's face it, you're in the national championship. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over their head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back to throw. It's Harris. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm that. It looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The completion makes it second and short. And he'll set up to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Point after, up and good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And okay, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it second and medium. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They'll run it here. Fights through the tackler. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. trying to find room. It's Johnson. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. The offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. They'll have a chance to come back and end up winning this game. The coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The shotgun run call. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And there's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Canes. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. Planning up to try the extra point. Piazzi is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Powers through.
Another positive game by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. He makes the grab. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's going to hand this off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. It's Harris. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. The back's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. It's an option look. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down and goal. Looking to pass. It's Harris. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On first down, it's play action. He's on the run. Launches deep. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Send the back in motion. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
And it's a bunch formation. The offense with some pre-snap motion. To the air. It's Harris. Running out of time in the pocket. He stays alive. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
This one will be fair caught. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They stop him right at the 24.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First and goal, handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They're setting out to try the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that previous play. Motion now from the tight end. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 61 yards. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They're going to run it here. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let it.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. They jump in front here in the fourth. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw. It's Harris. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First and 10 play coming up. Handing off on the draw play. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on fourth down. That could be the play of the game, and that could do it.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And this one is right through. But hold on, there is a flag down. They could accept it and keep the drive going. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Harris. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.